Saltwater and freshwater environments. A pacha, which means it's 20 seconds a slide for 20 slides. So I should end there around 6 minutes and 40 seconds. So this is talking about saltwater and freshwater environments. And yeah, it's by JC in Mini Digital Immersion Grade 8 class. So the difference between saltwater and freshwater. Mostly salt water contains more mineral material than freshwater, making it saltier, and salt water can sustain organisms that freshwater cannot. Salt water also has a greater density. And freshwater contains less mineral material than salt water. There's less of it, less dense, comes in different forms, sustains different organisms. What organisms live where? Saltwater, single-celled or diatoms, bacteria, phytoplankton, zooplankton, and multicells. Whales, dolphins, tuna, swordfish, squid, you can read the rest, right? And freshwater, zooplankton, phytoplankton, beavers, fish, frogs, toads, weeds, moss, muskrats, ducks, and snails, worms, trout, pike, catfish, and salmon, otters, and mosquitoes. They all live in freshwater environments, or were born there. So human impact, my impact. This is for my transportation to school, which is John Oliver Secondary. I live 5.4 kilometers away, and it's 11 minutes traveling by personal vehicle, 29 minutes traveling by public transit, 1 hour and 4 minutes by walking to school, and I can save $338 by taking public transit every day. This is my route to school. So yeah, you can see if I saved all that money and took public transit, I would use less emissions so that there's less gas in the air, making less acid rain, which saves all the freshwater and saltwater environments. So recycling and how it helps the environment. So recycling 1 ton of soda cans and newsprint can save a lot of energy and frees up a lot of space in landfills. How much energy? Well, 1 ton of soda cans is 21,000 kilowatt hours of energy. And recycled newsprint for 1 ton also, 601 kilowatt hours of energy. That's a lot of energy. And recycling for soda cans and newsprint, which I just said, but there's also steel and glass, which is 642 kilowatt hours of energy for steel and 42 kilowatt hours of energy for glass. There's also 1 ton of office paper and plastics can save energy too. See, 1 ton of office paper is 4,100 kilowatt hours of energy, and 1 ton of recycled plastic, is 5,774 kilowatt hours of energy. So, recycling and how it helps the environment, part 4. You have learned how much energy recycling saves, but what does that do for us? This is a question you should ask yourself because it is different for everybody. For me, it is that I can help save many different things, different environments. It's mostly freshwater and saltwater environments, but also land environments such as mountainous regions from landfills and all that junk. The import and export of goods and their effects on the environment. 5% of total world oil consumption, about 140 million tons. Wow. 5% of oil-based carbon dioxide production globally, 450 million tons of carbon dioxide annually. This is all from importing and exporting goods across the world. My own import-export rate. 2,774 miles from Vancouver to Mexico. If I buy a t-shirt from Mexico, it's the flight 2,774 miles. If it's 5 gallons of fuel per mile, that's 554.8 gallons of fuel one way from Mexico to Vancouver. My t-shirt has to use 548.8 gallons of fuel. If I buy local in around 100 kilometers, then it's 1.1 liters for every 10 kilometers in a truck. That's 11 liters at the most for shipping. And I buy a mixture of local and international, so they sort of balance each other out. See how energy efficient appliances help you in the earth. They save money, they save energy, and they are rated to tell you how much energy and money you save. They're also very more convenient. They save energy because it uses less energy. They save money because you don't have to pay as much prevails, and they're more convenient because some people think that when you wash in and dry in energy efficiency, it's faster. And also help reduce greenhouse gases, reduces water consumption, reduces our dependence on fossil fuels. That's fuel that doesn't renew in 100 years, and foreign oil. See this star down here? That's the Energy Star. My impact. My home has two Energy Star rate, so running in the house, so a dishwasher and a clothing washer. Both can help me save water so that more water is put back into the environment so that fish and other wildlife can use it. Electricity. Depending on the situation, it can be good or bad. It's made from renewable resources, and it but if it's created from fossil fuels, it might not be so good. But even if it's made from renewable resource, if it's made from something like hydro, then it might take water away from the other organisms that need it. I promise to do to the best of my ability to help save these environments. They are very precious to us, and every single living thing needs to use them. We should share and, be grateful for what we have. Thank you for watching. Keep on working to keep the one world we have stay our world. As now you know how much your impact of water can impact everything else. I hope you take all this to good heart and use it every day. Oops.